what we're going to be doing. Now, if you, praise God, we got YouTube in now. Now, if you have been with me before, I apologize in advance for you having to hear my story all over again. But I am going to talk about how I got here, how I've lost over 200 pounds, how I used to be over 500 plus pounds, how I ended up in seated cardio, all those kinds of fun things. Before I do that, I am going to go run and go on ahead and grab our routine for today for Challenge Wednesday. Tanya, hi honey, it's so good to have you back. But anyways, if y'all don't know who I am, my name is Nataushia. So many people know me as the seated cardio queen. As I did just mention, if you didn't hear, at my heaviest, I used to weigh over 500 plus pounds. And I say over 500 plus because the scale would not register me at all. It went to 500 and then it just kept going, but it didn't have like over, if that makes sense. So when you see me post 500 plus, that's because I honestly don't know the exact amount that it was that I weighed, but it was over 500 pounds. But I've changed my life. I've changed my lifestyle. Hey Karen, hey Tanya, and I've changed everything about what it is that I do so that I can be where I'm at today. Now, the way that I actually ended up becoming known as the seated cardio queen is I lost around 200 pounds, injured my left ankle. And we all know when we have lower extremity injuries or any sort of lower extremity discomfort, it is really, really hard to go run, walk, get your cardio in that regard. So what I did is I took all of my athletic knowledge because I used to do basketball. I played powder puff football, flag football, but I clotheslined and I tackled. I wasn't your average girl because I am 5'10.5". Praise God, I stopped growing in 6th grade. But I also had a track and field scholarship whenever I was in college. But I was a thrower, so let me just go on ahead and knock that out. I was not a runner. But I took all of my athletic knowledge and started to do research because I knew that I needed cardio in my life in order to continue my weight loss journey and get the results that I was trying to attain. Because I learned that when you're having cardio, you're burning a lot of calories, you're getting your heart rate up and elevated, and that's what helps burn so much fat. So I took all of my athletic knowledge, found these seated exercises, and I created high intensity interval training in a seated position. Now, today is Challenge Wednesday, so we're going to have 10 exercises, 3 rounds, 1 minute per exercise with 20-second breathers. Now, I know 1 minute of exercise sounds really difficult and really challenging. I don't expect you to do 60 reps within 1 minute. All I expect of you is your best effort. So today, if you do 3 reps, tomorrow, try and do 4. Try and do more each day that you show up. Try to really listen to your body and challenge yourself. But I also want you to understand, I know that it's hard. I used to be 500 plus pounds, so I'm going to also show you guys some different little modifications that you can utilize so that in the event you can't finish the exercise that we're on for that 1 solid minute, that's okay. What is so important in that time and in the duration of that 1 minute is that you stay moving. So maybe you can do seated quick feet. You can do seated jacks with no leg engagement. If you have the ability, you can absolutely stand up, walk in place. You can do the electric slide. You can do the Cupid shuffle. Like, I don't care what you do as long as you keep your heart rate up and elevated. That is what's most important. But I will show you guys how to properly sit in the chair, all of that kind of fun stuff in just a moment. But that's just a little bit about me. I'm 34 years old. Hey, Linda. And I'm originally from Kentucky. I've now lived in Missouri for about 3.5 months. I just accidentally kind of ended up here. But anyway, hi, Amber. Hey, Paula. Thank you for saying I look amazing today. I took a shower last night before I went to bed. Just kidding. Actually, I'm not kidding. I really did. But I'm going to go on ahead and let y'all know what our routine is for today. Now, I'm back. I remembered. It is so great to have you back, Mandy White. Thank you so much. Now, I create a new routine every single time because I learned being a former athlete that it's really good to keep your body in spontaneous exercise so you don't do the same thing every single day. Even though we work out in the chair, I still create a new routine. So we're going to start off today in a jog. We're going to go to, thank you for the Thank you for the gifts. They are on YouTube. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok, okay? But we're gonna start off with a jog, go into eagles, reach and step, climbers, tapsies, jump rope, underleg jacks, out and ups, cross bunch kick. Then we're gonna finish with obliques. 10 exercises, 3 rounds, 1 minute per exercise with 20-second breathers. During round 1, what I will do is I will show you all of the upcoming exercises in that 20-second breather. I'm going to show you my advanced and modified versions. So that means that if you have issues with leg engagement, I'm going to have that taken care of, and you're going to be able to see different options that you can utilize and still get it in no matter what your ability is. Because I have a lot of friends that are in wheelchairs. I have a lot of friends that are recovering from strokes. I have a lot of friends that are also amputees, etc., etc. So what I've done, because I understand what it's like to be left out and to be excluded and to feel rejected and unwanted and like I don't have a safe place that I belong, what I've done is I've created an all-inclusive routine that we can all have access to that is absolutely free of charge. That's one thing I can guarantee you. There's no hidden fees. I have no hidden agendas. Like, all of what I provide is out of the kindness of my heart. And you may wonder, okay, when do you go live so I can work out with you? Please pay attention to my TikTok and Facebook because I will post. I only work out on my days off. I go back to work tomorrow. So when I'm off work, I provide free routines. So there's absolutely nothing that you have to do other than show up. Now, if you watch me on replay, you may get some ads and things of that nature if you're watching me on YouTube. And then Facebook takes my lives down after 30 days. I have no control over that, but I am live on all 3 platforms, all right? But I'm trying every day that I'm off, I try to go live every day at the same time, which is 1 p.m. Central Time or 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hey, Laura, I'm so excited. But I want to show y'all how we're going to properly sit, and we're going to get the party started because it's Challenge Wednesday. And I've taken my detox tea, and I'm just going to let y'all know it's been a day. My detox tea 100% works and detoxes my gut, and it's just going to be a fun time. I was actually texting my Impact Twin, and I was like, I got to be live in 7 minutes. I don't know if I'm going to make it. But we're here, and I'm here, and we're going to go on ahead and get into this. But I'm so happy that you are here and you are choosing yourself. And I want you to know that you can do this and we can do it together, okay? I'm going to throw this down, and I'm going to bring Facebook down so that we can get into it, okay? All right, I think. And also, I want to give a special shout out to my sweet friend Carol. She painted all of these butterflies that you guys see in behind my chair. I have it on my little TV stand shindig thingamabob, and I think that they are so beautiful. She hand painted all of them, and I love them. My Impact Twin, she has lost 330 pounds, and she's somebody that I love a lot. But she's lost over 330 pounds. We're both influencers. Her name is Whitney Wheeler, but she has been a life changer. Let me go on ahead and fix TikTok. Hi, y'all. But that's what an Impact Twin is, okay? All right, we're going to go on ahead and get started. What we're going to do is you can use whatever you want to sit on. I suggest something like a kitchen chair or something of that nature. I've used an ottoman, I've used a futon, and that's really going to engage your core a lot more and make you a lot more sore. But you can use it, just go at your own pace. Also, make sure you're trying to sit on the edge of your chair. You're going to focus on trying to keep your back off the back of your chair as much as you possibly can. Thank you for the gifts, TikTok. And then you're also going to focus on trying to keep your core tight. And what that means is if you have ever taken the time to take a selfie and suck your stomach in to try and make yourself look skinny, that's how we keep our core tight, okay? But I'm going to show you quick feet, seated jack with no leg engagement, and uppercuts. So if you have issues engaging your legs, you're going to have 2 options to utilize today, okay? But we have seated quick feet. I like to have my arms out in front of me because what that does is it helps engage my core a little bit more. But maybe keeping your arms up is a challenge, but that's okay. But this is our first option. But then we have seated jack, no leg engagement, or Or we have uppercuts. So if engaging those legs is too much, just do this right here, okay? One of those two options. Now I'm going to track the routine on my Apple Watch as high intensity interval training because that's what this is. All right. So I'm going to open it and then I'm going to go on ahead and show you what our first exercise is. Give me just a second. Oh, hey Whitney. Sun Goddess Whitney. I don't even know what that is. Okay. We're going to sit down and get into it. My Impact Twin is actually on my Facebook account. I love her a lot, actually. But anyways, we have seated jog up first. So this is our first option. This is the advanced version. But you're going to see me and I'm going to go a little quicker. But we have pump, 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 pump. So see how my feet are still on the floor? That's the modified version. But if you can't engage your legs, that's okay. Swing those arms and get that heart rate up and elevated. But we're going to go on ahead and get this party going. We have 1 minute seated jog starting now. So we have option 1 or option 2, pump, pump, pump. Pump up on those tippy toes, or option 3, no leg engagement, so no excuse. The quicker you move in seated cardio, the more that it's going to increase your heart rate, which in turn is going to burn more calories. But you got it. Keep it moving. Good job. Up next is one of my favorites, the Eagles. Take your breather. So you got 20 seconds. So you're going to do this and this. I like to squeeze my shoulder blades, but that's how you do the Eagles. Jessica, hey girl. Why can't I see you? I wish I could tell you. Maybe your screen's black. I don't know. Anyways, it's time to Eagle. We got 1 minute. Let's go. So I do try to stop my arms in the center and control the movement. Then I'll butterfly out, squeeze my shoulder blades, and do this right here. Thank you, TikTok. Thank you, YouTube. But I did change literally every aspect of my life. I changed how I ate. I increased my exercise. I increased my water intake too. I didn't give up because I injured myself. I still found a way. Now I can go to the gym, I can go run, I can go do all the things that I want now, but I continue to show up and share my seated exercises for those that don't have that ability, for those that need low impact and beginner friendly routines, for those that don't even know where to start or where to begin, or maybe because you're injured. Take your breather. Up next is reach and step, or reach. Reach. All right. We're going to knock that out in just a moment. Hey, Lori. I love you back. Thank you, darling. Whew. We got 1 minute. Reach and step. Starting now. Now, I do a low carb, high protein lifestyle. That's what I have found works best for me. That's what I'm used to because I do have polycystic ovarian syndrome. I am insulin resistant. I was at one point borderline diabetic. But I have had gastric sleeve surgery at 440 pounds. I went under the knife and got the gastric sleeve. I don't hide that. That is one of my tools that I utilize in my weight loss journey. But I also am very conscious about how I fuel my body, how I also drink, because it's very important to learn what is going to work for you, what to avoid, and all of that. Keep it moving. We're almost there, and breathe. Great job. All right, we have climbers next. Option 1, you're doing opposites, okay? But if raising your legs is a challenge right now, do a cross knee tap, okay? But try your best to keep your core tight. And again, it's like sucking your belly in to take a selfie. We got 1 minute, let's kill it. But I do show up every time that I'm off work around 1 p.m. Central Time. I usually post the night before, once I know when I'm going to work out. And I let y'all know in advance the night before so y'all can be here with me and not miss it. Now remember, if leg engagement is a challenge, go into that cross knee tap, but keep that core nice and tight. Okay? You got it. But thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the shares. I really do appreciate it. But I will always provide modifications because when I first started to work out, when I first started to work on losing weight, I couldn't do advanced exercises. Take your breather. Up next is tapsies. Tapsies, give me just a second, look like this. Down, out, up in, down, out, up in, or down, down, okay? But I couldn't do push-ups, couldn't do mountain climbers, couldn't do burpees. So I learned ways to do exercises at a modified activity so that I was able to still exercise and lose weight and all of that. Just a second, guys. My live went away on Facebook. Guys, this is free, so I don't know what's up. Give me just a second. I am fixing my Facebook. Stop talking and move. Give me a second, y'all. Sorry. I don't know what happened. Okay, hopefully that's good. Hopefully my live's back on there. Thank you guys so much. Okay, so I'm gonna go back and hit my chair. I don't know what happened to Facebook, but we're gonna go on ahead and go knock this out, okay? Whew. So it's tapsie time. We have 1 minute of tapsies starting now. Sorry about the technical mishap. It happens though, and that's okay. Nothing that we can't fix. So we have option 1 or option 2 if engaging your legs is a challenge, okay? But you got it. But thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you for the shares. Thank you to the new subscribers. Good job. Almost there. Perfect. breather. Up next is jump rope. We have option 1. Option 2, bounce on your toes. Option 3, no leg engagement, okay? Facebook, so sorry. It is, so sorry. Oh my Lanta. All right, y'all, we're gonna jump rope. We have 1 minute, starting now. So option 1. Option 2, bounce on your toes. Option 3, no leg engagement, okay? Good job. You're doing great. Almost there. Keep pushing. Great job. Under leg jacks will be next. Take your breather. So this is an under leg jack. If going under your legs is a challenge, you can do this right here. TikTok, thank you for the gifts. I appreciate y'all. Facebook, are y'all still good? Are y'all still good? Thank you, Erica. All right, guys. Moving into under leg jacks. We have 1 minute. Starting now. Thank you for the gifts, TikTok. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now again, if going under those legs is a challenge, I understand, and that's okay. This works. Just keep your core tight and give your best effort, okay? You got it. Good. We're almost there. Good job. Take your breather. We have out and ups. So it's going to be out, in, up, down. All right? We're going to go on ahead and not accept that one. Are we doing good, TikTok? Tanya, I'm so glad. Thank you so much for responding, sweetheart. All right, let's go into out and ups. We've got 1 minute. Starting now. So out, in, up, down, out, in, up, down. All right? Out, in, up, down. Good job, guys. But Challenge Wednesday, I do every Wednesday, so you guys can track your progress, see how much easier things are getting, and so you can have a challenge. Every Wednesday's the same, just different exercises. Take your breather. So next is cross punch kick, cross punch knee raise, or cross punch. Okay? Y'all are doing good. Thank you, Tanya. You are so welcome, Phyllis. And I love your name. That was my granny's name. I absolutely love your name so much. Whew. All right, y'all. Let's knock this out. We've got 1 minute. Cross punch kick. Starting now. Now, if kicking is challenging, that's okay. Do a cross punch knee raise. Okay? But still, keep that core tight. Okay? Or just simply cross punch. What I've done is I've created high intensity interval training literally for any skill level. I don't want you to feel like you can't exercise because maybe you're injured like I was and it hurts to move your legs, right? I've created these exercises with modifications to help you get it in no matter what. Guys, I used to be over 500 plus pounds. 500 plus. I know the difficulties and challenges of exercising overweight. So that's why I do what I do. So you can see, take your breather. It can be done, no matter your size, mobility, whatever. There's always an exercise. Next is obliques. Option 1, option 2, or option 3. Okay? All right, it is time for us to oblique. This is our final exercise in round 1 of 3. We have 1 minute. Let's get it. But I am so passionate about sharing these routines free of charge because I understand the affordability of the gym is costly. I understand getting a personal trainer is also costly. I'm not a personal trainer, but I am somebody who has lost over 200 pounds, and I have fought the fight and taught myself so much in the process. Now, if leg engagement is challenging, you can do this or this, okay? Now, this is something that I would utilize when I was heavy, and I would go to the gym, lay in the floor, and I would do this. I would lay in bed, and I would do this because it works your obliques, okay? You can make this routine work for you, no matter how fast you go, no matter if you do 3 reps, take your breather. As long as you're giving your best effort and you're getting your heart rate up and elevated, you're going to reap the benefit of an actual exercise routine. And so many people will discredit you and say, you know what, that's not a real exercise routine. But do you know what you're doing? You're lapping every single person that's still sitting on the couch telling you what you're doing isn't an exercise. It is. I'm sweating, my heart rate's up and elevated, I'm burning calories, it's time to jog. But a lot of folks will really jump on and be like, you need to hit the gym, you need to do this, you need to do that. But what a lot of folks don't realize is this is exercise. Every little bit of movement that you do counts. You don't have to start off running marathons. You don't have to start off being a full-on runner. Because a lot of us, when I was over 500 pounds, that wasn't my reality. I could go to the gym. I could exercise and work out, but it was a challenge. You have to sometimes take baby steps before you run, and that's okay. But this is a form of exercise that does work, that is low impact, and that is beginner friendly. Take your breather. Up next is Eagles. How we doing? I'm sweating so much right now. Did you lose it all naturally? Oh, my Lanta. Yes and no. I did get gastric sleeve at 440 pounds. But I had to change how I ate. Just because somebody gets surgery or uses GLP-1s doesn't mean they're always going to lose weight. You have to change your lifestyle and use the tools accordingly, or they will be ineffective. We're going to do our eagle. We have 1 minute, starting now. But I'm going to give y'all my story. If you've heard it before, I'm so sorry. But I do have polycystic ovarian syndrome. I am insulin resistant. At one point, I was diagnosed as borderline diabetic. I had to change how I ate. I've tried Jenny Craig, Nutrisystem, paleo, vegan, vegetarian, all of the things. But what I never did is I was never consistent. I didn't stick to anything. That's why I was unsuccessful for all of my life. But in my late 20s, almost 30, I finally went to the doctor to start trying to fix my situation to become a regular female. If you understand, having PCOS makes you a regular. They had found that I had precancerous cells in my uterus because my whole goal, the reason why I went on this weight loss journey, was so one day when God sends me my husband, I can have a child of my own. That's what I want. Take your breather. So they told me straight up, Nataushia, if you don't lose weight, you're never going to have the ability to have a child of your own, and you will end up with cancer. So I had to really take a serious lifestyle change. Like, I had to be very consistent and disciplined. So I went from overeating to going low carb, high protein, and all of that kind of stuff. Because when you have PCOS and insulin resistance, we're going to reach in step. We have 1 minute, starting now. That means your body will not break down carbohydrates like a normal body will. So I was eating around 60 to 100 grams of protein a day, 50 net carbs, 28 grams of sugar. And I was exercising. I increased my water intake. Now I like to use a lot of Gatorade Zero packets because I don't like the taste of water if it's not Fiji or alkaline. So anyways, they had denied me surgery because they said that it was cosmetic, even though my doctors continued to declare like she needs this medically, like it's necessary, because I was facing cancer. So I was denied all the way up until the day that I did have gastric sleeve, a total of 7 or 8 times. But what happened is at the time I lived in Kentucky, take your breather, and I'd already lost, I want to say, around 100 pounds by the time I went in and got started. It was close to 100. But Kentucky had gotten insurance temporarily for COVID. So because of COVID, temporary, like Medicaid or whatever you want to call it, that's how I was able to get this procedure. We're going into climbers. We have 1 minute. So I changed everything. It was nothing for me to sit down and eat 2 pizzas in one sitting. That was a normal meal for me, with like mozzarella cheese sticks and dessert. And I loved milk. Milk was one of my favorite drinks. So I was a very large girl, over 500 pounds. But I cold turkey changed how I ate. Went to doing a protein shake for breakfast, protein shake for lunch, and a really big salad for dinner. So it was really hard, but I did it because I knew my end goal was one day, when the Lord sends me a husband, I'll be able to get married and have a child of my own someday, if He sees fit to bless me with such. So, after I got gastric sleeve, I followed my surgeon's guidelines, continued to put in the work, take your breather, and I continued my weight loss journey. But that's when I really started to document everything. I was documenting my exercises, how I was meal prepping, because that's what I did. I meal prepped my food. I ate the same thing for a whole week when I would go to work. I was drinking a lot of water. I was doing everything that I needed to do. We're going to move into our tafsies. We've got 1 minute. Let's go. So I have consistently showed up and exercised and meal prepped, got my water intake in, and continued to work on myself for my current self and my future self. There have been times that I have gained weight back, Because even though I did have gastric sleep, like around my birthday, around holidays, I would go relaxed. So I would eat what I wanted, I wouldn't have any control, like I just did what I wanted to do. So even if you get a procedure to help you lose weight, because of my diagnosis, I still have to be disciplined and stay consistent, because how you fuel your body is crucial to your success or decline in your weight loss journey. So what I'm trying to say is, you don't have to have surgery. You don't have to take a breather. You do have to take a breather. You don't have to be like me and use appetite suppressants or detox teas or coffees or anything like that. What you have to do is learn what foods are for you and not for you. What's going to help you in your journey, what's going to set you back. For me, I can't do breads, pastas, sugars, things of that nature, because my body doesn't break it down. So I had to remove and reduce and kind of modify how it is that I feed myself. We're moving into jump rope. We got 1 minute, jump ropes, starting now. And so many people ask me, how do you stay motivated? How do you keep doing it? Guys, there's so many days I am not motivated. I share this all of the time. There's so many days I don't want to eat healthy. I want to go to McDonald's and get a Big Mac with a large fry and a chocolate shake. Like, that's what I want. But I know that that isn't for me. So it was like last night, I had a gathering with church, and I went, and they had these big, like, sub sandwich things. I didn't use bread. I got cheese, and that was my bread. But I allowed myself to have a few Doritos chips, because you can make small changes. I still had a little bit of carbs, but I was still able to enjoy fellowship with my sisters in Christ and enjoy what they were having. Take a breather. But I just changed a little bit of what I ate and how I ate it. You can modify your meal to accommodate your lifestyle choices. I don't eat spaghetti most of the time. My noodles for my spaghetti is usually French style green beans. And I season it up and do all of that kind of stuff. I modify my meals based on what I've learned that works for me. Because I don't like all those zero carb noodles. I don't like the texture, I don't like the consistency. So I've played and made adaptive choices to attain the results that I get. We are gonna move into underleg jacks. We got 1 minute, starting now. But I've had to play along my journey, and I share what I eat. I share different recipes. I'm addicted to cucumber salads ever since I've seen them. But you have to understand that when you want to lose weight, when you want to change your life, you need to make changes in your kitchen. You need to make changes with the food that you consume and the drinks you choose to drink. It's just the reality. Exercise helps, but that's not the key. Your key is the food. And a lot of times, I've actually shared this before, I would eat off toddler plates. Small salad saucer plates. Those are the types of plates that I eat off of so that I can control my portions. Because portion control, consistency, and watching what you consume is crucial to your success or decline in your journey. Take a breather. And I'm sharing this with you guys because so many people don't understand the work that it takes to lose over 200 pounds. People want this little easy answer. There is no easy answer. There is no quick fix. There's no one size fits all. You have to learn what is gonna suit you and what isn't. Some people don't like low carb. Some people don't like keto. Some people don't like being vegan. That's okay. That's why there isn't a one size fits all. It takes work. It takes showing up. It takes discipline. It takes consistency. It takes showing up on days that you don't want to show up. For real, for real. We're moving into out and ups. We have 1 minute, starting now. Out, in, up, down. but I will always share what I know. I've shared this almost every live. My friend that I had at the time when I had my procedure, she had had the same procedure as me. I hit her up because I had a question in regard to everything that I was dealing with, because she had had the same surgery just maybe a month before I did. And she literally told me, she's like, ask your nutritionist. I have knowledge that I know is changing and helping other people. So I refuse to be a gatekeeper. Now again, what I do may not work for you, and that's okay. You can still tweak it and make it work for you. I have a lot of people that are vegan. I have a lot of people that are vegetarian, but they still work out with me and get in the exercise, but they live their lifestyle choices and they're still getting results. Take your breather. But I refuse to be a gatekeeper to something that can change anybody's life. I don't like spaghetti squash either. Somebody said try spaghetti squash. I personally don't like it, but I can eat it. But there's certain texture that I can't deal with, and I choose not to. Some people like it, and some people don't, and that's okay. We're gonna move into cross punch kick. We've got 1 minute, starting now. But spaghetti squash is a great alternative to noodles. It's just not for me. We're almost done with round 2 of 3. You're doing great. Now I do drink a lot of protein shakes. I snack a lot on almonds, string cheese, meat sticks, boiled eggs, things of that nature, and cucumbers. I'm actually super excited for what I'm about to make for myself. I used to eat a lot of cabbage soup. Take your breather. So I went to Aldi today and I got all the ingredients to make my cabbage soup. But I'm trying to decide if I want to add meat or not, because it also cleans you out too. But I do a lot of detoxing, a lot of appetite suppressant coffees, things of that nature, because even though I had gastric sleeve surgery, my appetite came back. Because I had surgery in 2021, and my appetite is here. We're doing obliques. 1 minute, starting now. But I will be back live next week. Just watch my Facebook and TikTok, and I will give you all 1 day's notice of the dates and the times that I will be live. Y'all, this is our last exercise in round 2 of 3. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the likes and the love and the gifts and the subscriptions. I appreciate y'all, for real. Good work. Take your breather. We're moving into our 3rd and final round. So we have 3 rounds, 10 exercises, 20-second breathers with 1 minute of exercise. I love some smoked turkey wings in my cabbage. That's brilliant, Lady Lolo. Y'all are awesome. I hope y'all know that. We're gonna move into our 3rd and final round. I'm wearing no shapewear, so everything's just out here today. Praise the Lord for weight loss though, because I'm thankful to not be where I was. I absolutely am. But we are gonna move into our seated jog. We have 1 minute. Let's kill it. But I'm super excited to make my cabbage soup. So I'm gonna, if you want to know about my cabbage soup and what I put in it, I need to see reactions on TikTok. I don't know if YouTube, if y'all want it, but if y'all want it, I will share it. And if you're on Facebook and you want it, just drop some reactions in the comment section, because I can't see any reactions where I'm live right now. But I see TikTok, y'all made some. So what I use is a whole head of cabbage. I get some diced tomatoes with like seasoning in it. I use carrots, celery, a whole onion, and usually chicken or vegetable broth. And I'll like throw in a little splash of tomato juice. And then obviously, I'm a person, I got a whole spice cabinet. A whole cabinet, take your breather. Because believe it or not, I like to season my food. I'm not a salt and pepper kind of girl. I gotta have some seasoning. Have to have that taste. So I season the fire out of it, and I just put it in my crock pot and I'll let it cook down and do its thing. But that will last me several meals. Sometimes I eat that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But what I do is I eat a lot of the same things over and over, because I've learned that's what helps me get my results. Now, you might not like that, and that's okay. We've got eagles for 1 minute, starting now. But I used to always say that I couldn't eat the same thing every meal. I used to speak that over myself. I want you guys to understand and hear me when I say this. There is death and life in what we say. There is truly power in our tongue, and we can either hang ourselves with what we speak over ourselves, or we can edify and give ourselves life. So I used to be one that would be like, I can't meal prep. I can't eat a salad every meal. It wasn't until I started to say, hey, I'm going to try that. And then once I started to shift my perspective and focus on what it was I was saying, results started to come, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this really works. But that's when you know that you're ready. Because a lot of people are like, how do you really do it? How do you do it? Keep showing up. Keep trying things that take you out of your comfort zone, because it's worth it. Take your breather. Because you are worth it. And a lot of times, I have showed up and I've not been fully enough. So I thought. I didn't feel like I was being what I needed to be. But I kept putting in the work. And even in my tiredest moments, I kept fighting with a smile on my face, fighting tears, all of those things. Because life is going to life, y'all. I know you know it, and I ain't even got to tell you. We're going into reach and step. We got 1 minute. Reach and step. Starting now. But life is going to come, and it's going to be a turd. Respectfully, that's the nicest way that I can put it. But you can either allow yourself to let your life and what's going on around you to consume you and get you off of your rocker, or you can saddle up and ride it out. Because I understand life is hard. And those of you all that know me and have been with me since the beginning, since I was living in Danville, Kentucky, and had my little town home and was raising a family. Because I had a bonus daughter at one point. Had a whole situation. But life. And I have had a roller coaster of a life. I've had things happen to me that should have knocked me completely off my feet. But I didn't let it, because God had greater things in store. So you can either take your breather. So you can either allow the situation that you're faced with, or situations, because sometimes we have more than one thing that we got to battle. But I'm here to tell you right now, if you made it through something 6 months ago that you didn't think you could then, well, look at you now. You are stronger than what you give yourself credit for. You are stronger than you can even fathom. And if you don't use your own strength, if you get your strength from the higher power, I consider my higher power is God. I don't know what yours is. But if you don't rely on your own strength and you rely on Him, and you let go and you let God, I'm here to tell you right now, your situation will improve because you're not going to have to be in control. Just so you know. But we're going to move into climbers. We have 1 minute of climbers. Let's go. But I am proud of you, and I have fought a fight that I never thought that I would have to fight. If you would have asked me, are you ever going to lose weight? My parents robbed me, so to speak. I was offered new clothes, I was offered this, I was offered that, I was begged, pleaded with, but I never changed my life until cancer was brought into my picture. Until I was told, hey, if you don't lose weight, you're going to end up with uterine cancer and never have the possibility to have children of your own. That's what shook my life. It wasn't anything else. It wasn't me being able to go to an amusement park and ride a ride because I didn't have that ability. I couldn't fit into roller coasters. I couldn't fit into public seating. I broke so much furniture. Nothing like that changed my life. It was when cancer was brought into the picture. Take your breather. But I have literally fought a battle with my weight my entire life. I fought a battle with self-acceptance, self-love, and realizing if I'm enough or not. But the reality is, we are enough. We are loved. And we are perfect the way that we are. Do we physically need to make improvements? Absolutely. But me losing weight did not make me happy. I'm still in therapy working on my mental. We're going into TAPSIs. We have 1 minute of TAPSIs starting now. Because a lot of people are like, oh, I'm going to lose weight and I'm going to get happy. That's not how it works. Weight loss is only one aspect, but if you don't fix your mental, it defeats the whole entire purpose. Your confidence does increase. You get a self-esteem boost because you can wear cuter clothes and shop in Walmart. But the reality is, your mental is the most crucial aspect of your journey. And I'm just trying to let you know, you can do this. It's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take a lot of showing up on days that you don't want to show up. You're going to get mad. You're going to stall out. You're going to be uncomfortable. But I promise, it's worth it because you are worth it. And I will always share that because I didn't have somebody like me in the beginning. So I became who I was looking for the world because I know what it's like to feel alone. Take your breather. I know what it's like to be rejected and to feel unwanted and to feel like I don't belong. A lot of my life I have felt that. So I wanted to create a space that's positive, encouraging, welcoming, and loving. And we have a really beautiful platform on TikTok, Facebook. YouTube has some tweaking to do because some of y'all are just savages and heartless. But we're going to move into jump rope. We have 1 minute jump rope starting now. But some of you all on YouTube are amazing and such a blessing. But my YouTube, man. But I love being able to inspire other people. I love being able to take my knowledge and change lives of so many people across the world. And I literally mean across the world. Between all of my platforms, I have over 411,000 followers. And I hate even saying followers because I don't look at y'all like that. But I have over 411,000 folks that watch me, watch my story, and learn. So I love being able to be me and do what I do. Because you cannot put a price tag on the non-scale victories of being able to take a bubble bath, take a breather, or just wearing a dress that you've wanted to wear for a really long time. Us heathens on YouTube. Some of y'all on YouTube are heathens, okay? Whew. Are y'all burning up yet? Because I am. I am. My hair is like all over the place. But that's okay. That means we're really working out, right? Is there certain times you are on here? If you will watch my post, honey, you'll see that. But I generally go live 1 p.m. Central Time on the days that I do not have to work. Because I have to work a real job to pay my rent, obviously. But underleg jack time. We got 1 minute. Underleg jacks. Let's go. Whew. Facebook, are y'all on fire too? I hope y'all are getting a great workout. But I can't thank you guys enough for hitting the share button, for hitting subscribe, for hitting follow. Because I really like that you guys hit share so that other people can see that you can lose weight while sitting in a chair and exercising. A lot of folks, I didn't even think this would work. When I first started to do this, I was like, there's no way I'm going to get a workout sitting down. Lies. Because I did, and I do. Good job. Take your breather. Yo, I got 46 minutes of exercise from seated cardio. You're on fire too, Tanya. I love it. But yes, I always try and let y'all know that. I can do push-ups. Did 77 this morning after the coffee. That's awesome. Whew. See, I do modified push-ups, modified mountain climbers. I can do mountain climbers on the floor. But for my back, I like to stay on the modified versions and just challenge myself. But it is time to go into out and ups. We have 1 minute. Out and ups. Let's go. Out, in, up, down. Out, in, up, down. Thank God I don't have a under me neighbor, because they might get upset if I had a neighbor under me. I'm sure my neighbors I do have hear me and they're like, oh my gosh, she's crazy. That's okay. I only got to deal with it 2 times a week usually when I'm off work. Because I do work 12-hour shifts. I am a medical assistant at my job and I love, love, love what I do. This is literally the best job I've ever had in my entire life. Take your breather. And I'm actually considering going back to school. So if I have any friends that are RNs, you can drop messages in my inbox. Tell me the pros and cons. Because I'm highly considering elevating my life in that regard. Because I really love what I do. Never thought I would. But we're going into cross punch kick. Let's go. Then we have one more exercise after this. Then we're going to stretch, breathe, and be done. But I'm doing the advanced versions. This is a modification. This is also a modification for this exercise. So if you're just popping on and you're like, this looks like something I could do. It is. Rounds 1 and 2, I provide modifications. Before we get started, if leg engagement is a challenge, if finishing the exercise is a challenge, you can go into quick feet. You can do a seated jack with no leg engagement, or you can do uppercuts. I'm all about providing modifications because coming from over 500 pounds, I know the struggles. I know the challenges that we face when we exercise. So, take your breather. So I share everything with an understanding perspective that modifications work. Modifications are important. So I will keep providing them. for the world, free of charge. Okay? Let's knock out these obliques. We got 1 minute. Let's go. This is our final exercise. We are about to stretch. So with my routines being all-inclusive, that means we sit in the chair and exercise. We sit in the chair and we stretch. Okay? So it's attainable for any and all levels. As I shared in the beginning, I used these routines when I was injured. I do go to the gym. I do walk and exercise on my own. But I shared this stuff for folks that need it, that rely on these. And I love that I do. Almost there. Take your breather, catch your breath. What we're gonna do now is stretch, and baby, we earned it. Let's pull our left arm across. We're gonna do our arms, then we're gonna do our legs, then we're gonna do a breathing exercise. We're gonna be done. I'm gonna take a shower, go do my laundry, meal prep, and then go to church. Let's switch sides. But if y'all don't know much about me, just know that I'm the type of person that I want to help change the lives of other people because I changed my own life. But I didn't do this by myself. Had it not been for God, I would not be where I am right now. Because a lot of times, I didn't rely on my own strength. Sometimes I did, and it made my life a lot worse. Let's bring our arms down. So we're going to take our left arm, pull it in behind our head like this. If this is a struggle, go ahead and interlock your hands and hold them and pull this way, all right? But I absolutely love just telling you guys everything that I know. And I'm praying that somewhere, somehow, it's helping somebody other than just myself. I started doing this just for accountability. And now I'm where I'm at, and I love it. And it's a blessing. Let's bring our arms down and switch. We're going to take our right leg, stick it out in front of us. We are about to walk our way down our right leg. Arms down. Now, if you can't take it all the way down, that's okay. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. Most of the time I can. But if you can do this, I can feel it pulling already just back in here. That's what we're trying to stretch, is the back of that right thigh, okay? But you take it as low as you can handle. Ooh. And try not to fall, because I about fell. This chair is a little bit different than what I'm used to, because I found it at a thrift shop. But it's perfect, because it matches my decor so well. Let's switch sides. Now once we finish this one, we're going to do our breathing exercise, and again, you're going to be in control of your breathing. We'll be done, and I'm so proud of you, and I hope to see you back again next week. I'm pretty sure I'll be live again next week on Tuesday and Wednesday. Let's come up, spread your legs. We're going to inhale up through our nose, hold our breath right here, exhale out down through our mouth. We're going to do a total of 3. Let's get it. One. 2, 3. Uh-oh. But we just finished Challenge Wednesday. Good job, y'all. Great job. Keep going. Thank you. How many of you guys, this was your first time with me? Just curious. YouTube, I am going to go ahead and end y'all just in the event I ever need to hit the share. And I ain't talking forever. But God bless you guys. Have a great day. Thank you for tuning in. For those of y'all that are real deals and not trolls and turds. But I will see you all next week, okay? Bye for now.